The video that will change your life and your body after age 60. Did you know you only need 5 isometric exercises to strengthen your muscles, improve your posture, and increase your endurance without any equipment or a gym? Today, you'll discover 5 highly effective static contraction movements capable of transforming your body efficiently without exhausting repetitions or joint overload. Through these isometric exercises, you achieve deep muscle activation that simultaneously develops strength, stability, and endurance, all in any location, without needing special space or expensive machines. So stay until the end to catch every detail of this video. The first exercise is the front plank, supported on forearms and aligned feet. Keep your body in a straight line, engage your core, and hold the position for 30 to 60 seconds, performing 3 sets. This move fortifies your core, stabilizes the lumbar spine, and reduces lower back pain while stimulating slow twitch fibers responsible for static endurance. The second exercise is the side plank, supported on one forearm and the side of your foot, with torso upright and hips elevated. Hold for 30 seconds on each side to strengthen the obliques and gluteus medius, key muscles for maintaining pelvic alignment and preventing postural imbalances. Next is the wall sit. Press your back against a wall, lower until your knees form a 90-degree angle, and hold for 30 to 45 seconds. This move intensely works the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings, recruits a large number of motor units, and improves the functional endurance of your legs. The fourth exercise is the glute bridge isometric hold. Lie on your back with feet planted, lift your hips until your knees, hips, and shoulders align, hold for 20 to 30 seconds, and repeat 3 times. This engages the glutes and posterior chain deeply, correcting posture and preventing hyperlordosis. Finally, the fifth exercise is the dynamic plank with alternating arm taps. In a high plank position, lift one hand at a time to tap the opposite shoulder while keeping your hips stable. Perform 8 to 10 reps per side for 3 sets. This challenges your core, shoulders, and neuromuscular coordination while raising your heart rate in a controlled manner. To achieve consistent results, structure these 5 exercises into a circuit. Perform each one back-to-back without rest. Take a 60-second break at the end of the circuit, and repeat 3 to 5 times, 2 to 3 times per week. As your endurance improves, increase the hold times or the number of repetitions and decrease rest intervals. Gradually introduce variations such as different support angles or planks with elevated legs to intensify the stimulus. From a physiological standpoint, isometric contraction increases muscle tone and fosters neuromuscular adaptations by recruiting both slow and fast twitch fibers simultaneously, boosting mitochondrial density and improving metabolic efficiency. This continuous stimulus also strengthens tendons and ligaments, reduces injury risk, and enhances connectivity between the central nervous system and peripheral musculature. Beyond exercises, maintain a diet rich in high-quality proteins, such as eggs, fish, lean meats, and legumes, to supply the essential amino acids for muscle protein synthesis. Also include mineral sources like magnesium and zinc for enzymatic support, and vitamin C for collagen production in tendons and ligaments. Proper hydration is crucial for nutrient transport and thermal regulation during workouts. Rest is equally important. Allow 24 to 48 hours of recovery between intense isometric sessions and aim for 6 to 8 hours of sleep to optimize anabolic hormone release and reduce inflammatory markers. Employ foam roller myofascial release techniques and include gentle stretching to maintain joint range of motion. With dedication and consistency, you will notice improved postural stability, better overall alignment, and visible gains in strength and endurance within weeks. These 5 isometric exercises can be integrated into any routine, offering a practical, scientifically grounded solution to transform your body and life without extra complexity or expense. Did you know there is a simple yet powerful exercise that can comprehensively strengthen the core, spine, shoulders, and even the legs? It's the isometric plank, which, despite appearing static, demands intense muscle activation, simultaneously developing endurance, stability, and balance throughout the body. Exercise physiology studies show that holding this position deeply stimulates both slow and fast-twitch fibers, resulting in increased muscle tone and reinforcement of the spine's supporting structures. To perform the plank correctly, place your forearms on the floor with elbows aligned directly beneath the shoulders. Extend your legs straight back, supporting your weight on your toes, forming a straight line from head to heels. Engage your core and glutes to prevent pelvic sagging or lumbar overextension. Hold firmly, maintaining stable and controlled breathing. If you're a beginner, start by holding this position for 30 seconds. As your endurance improves, gradually increase the time to 45 seconds, 1 minute, or even more, depending on your fitness level. Studies published in peer-reviewed journals have shown that doing planks for 60 seconds, 3 times per week for 8 weeks, yields up to a 15% increase in core strength and a reduction in lower back pain. To intensify the stimulus, try varying the exercise. The side plank, for example, increases oblique engagement and improves lateral postural control, reinforcing trunk stability in daily activities. Another option is the plank with alternating arm or leg lifts, which further challenges the neuromuscular system, enhancing mind-body coordination and boosting overall endurance. Beyond core strengthening benefits, the isometric plank also improves posture by fortifying the muscles responsible for keeping the body aligned during long periods of standing or sitting. This significantly reduces stress on intervertebral discs and lowers the risk of chronic lower back pain, a common issue in people with sedentary routines. Research indicates that regular plank practice increases spinal stiffness in a healthy way, preventing postural deviations and muscular compensations. Another key point is integrating this exercise into a balanced program. By combining it with stretches for pelvic stabilization, glute activation, and thoracic mobility, you amplify the results, ensuring flexibility and strength in synergy. For example, foam rolling the thoracic region before planking enhances chest muscle stretch and helps maintain an upright posture. It's also essential to follow a gradual progression. If you experience shoulder discomfort, adjust the forearm angle or switch to a high plank on your hands, which redistributes load differently across wrists, shoulders, and core. If you feel excessive hip fatigue, try reducing the hold time or splitting the exercise into shorter sets throughout the day. Hydration is another pillar. Maintaining fluid balance is crucial for the electrical conduction needed for muscle contraction and for transporting nutrients to cells. Additionally, micronutrients such as magnesium and zinc act as enzymatic cofactors in protein synthesis reactions, while vitamin D supports muscle contraction and bone health. Within just a few weeks of consistent practice, you'll notice a firmer trunk, less lower back pain, improved balance, and a marked enhancement in posture when standing up, walking, or performing everyday tasks. The isometric plank not only transforms appearance but also trains functional movement, providing confidence for quick movements and directional changes. Finally, remember that consistency makes all the difference. Dedicate 5 to 10 minutes daily to this exercise, allowing 24 to 48 hours of rest between intense sessions. By maintaining a continuous progressive cycle, you'll ensure a strong, stable core ready for any daily challenge without the need for special equipment or space. You know that after strengthening your core and improving stability, it's time to work another essential muscle group for strength and endurance: the legs. The isometric squat is the secret to developing strong thighs and glutes without any movement during the exercise. Unlike the traditional squat, the muscle remains in constant contraction, providing deep work for the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings. This simple technique requires no equipment and can be done anywhere. Just lean your back against a wall, slide down until your knees are at a 90-degree angle, keep your feet firmly planted with weight evenly distributed, and engage your abs and glutes to maintain proper alignment. To start, hold this position as long as you can, gradually increasing the duration as your endurance improves. Incorporating the isometric squat into your routine brings a host of benefits beyond immediate muscle strengthening. First, it enhances joint health, as the static contraction under natural load stimulates lubrication in the hip, knee, and ankle joints, without overloading the contact surfaces. Next, there's a positive impact on bone density thanks to the mechanical stimulus transmitted by tense muscles engaging the adjacent bone, helping prevent osteopenia and osteoporosis common with aging. From a neuromuscular standpoint, sustaining this contraction for extended periods intensely activates both slow and fast-twitch fibers, promoting adaptations that boost both endurance and functional power simultaneously. Exercise physiology studies show that regular isometric sessions increase protein synthesis and trigger the release of factors such as IGF-1 and growth hormone, essential for muscle regeneration. To maximize gains, it is advisable to combine isometrics with incremental load variations using resistance bands or household objects like filled water bottles. This approach maintains progressive stimulus without requiring free weights. Research shows this safe progression yields up to a 15% improvement in maximal strength after 8 weeks of systematic practice. Another crucial point is movement control. During execution, keep your core tight and spine neutral, avoiding excessive forward hip thrust. For extra support, simply use a small chair as a touch point for your glutes when descending, reducing fear of losing balance, and building confidence at the start. Integrating complementary habits further amplifies results. Pay attention to your diet by including varied protein sources daily, such as eggs, fish, lean meats, legumes, and fermented dairy. These foods supply the essential amino acids for muscle fiber repair and hypertrophy. Equally important is maintaining adequate levels of micronutrients, vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, and zinc, which act as cofactors in protein synthesis and muscle contraction reactions. Continuous hydration is also critical to ensure proper intramuscular volume and energy substrate transport during isometry. Rest and sleep quality play an equally decisive role as training itself. During nighttime recovery, anabolic hormones and growth factors are released, consolidating the gains achieved during practice. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of restorative sleep per night and allow at least 48 hours of recovery before repeating intense leg exercises to permit full muscle tissue repair. Using foam roller myofascial release techniques between sessions helps eliminate tension points and accelerates adaptation. To maintain motivation and avoid plateaus, follow a structured progression plan. Set time goals for each isometric set. For example, increasing from 30 to 45 seconds in the first phase, then to 1 minute, and so on. Simultaneously change foot positions monthly, narrower, wider, or slightly turned for recruiting different muscle fiber bundles. In the long term, this continuous variation strategy ensures consistent adaptations without overload. Finally, understand that consistency is the key differentiator in slowing sarcopenia and ensuring vigorous legs well beyond 50. With every well-executed repetition, you strengthen not only muscles but also your independence and confidence. Functionality, balance, and quality of life naturally follow a multidimensional protocol that combines isometric squats, proper nutrition, intelligent rest, and gradual progression. This daily commitment turns a simple static exercise into a powerful ally for staying agile, strong, and autonomous at any life stage. After intensely strengthening your legs with isometrics, It's essential to balance your training with an exercise focused on the lower back and overall posture, which is where the movement known as the Superman comes in. Inspired by heroic gestures, the Superman exercise provides an effective strategy to reinforce the muscles of the lower back, glutes, and shoulders, promoting stability and endurance throughout the body. Lying face down on a firm, comfortable surface, extend your arms forward and keep your legs straight, engaging your core to protect the lumbar spine. From this base, lift your chest, arms, and legs a few centimeters off the ground simultaneously, focusing on contracting the spinal erectors and glutes. Keep your gaze directed at the floor to avoid excessive neck tension, and hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds, feeling each deep muscle working in synergy. 3 sets with 60 seconds of rest between them are sufficient to achieve significant gains in endurance, postural correction, and reduction of lower back discomfort. In addition to strengthening the intrinsic muscles of the spine, the Superman improves thoracic mobility and contributes to scapular stability, reducing the risk of imbalances that can compromise shoulder and head alignment. To vary the stimulus, try lifting only your arms or only your legs, alternating between sets to promote even broader neuromuscular adaptation. In people with reduced mobility, decreasing the range of motion or performing alternating lifts already yields significant results without overloading the spine. Once the work on the back, glutes, and stability is complete, it's time to challenge the upper body with the isometric push-up, an exercise that tests your ability to hold a static contraction in the most challenging high plank push-up position, known as the supreme push-up. To perform it correctly, place your hands directly under your shoulders, extend your legs, and engage your core to keep your body in a straight line from heels to head. Lower slowly until your chest is a few centimeters from the floor and hold that position, keeping your elbows at approximately 90 degrees or less, depending on your condition. 3 sets of 20 to 30 seconds ensure intense activation of the pectorals, anterior deltoids, triceps, and trunk stabilizers, promoting increased muscle tone and isometric endurance in the upper body. To progress safely, you can start with your knees supported or elevate your hands on a step, reducing the load until you're ready for the full version on the floor. Another interesting variation is to hold the push-up position while alternating light taps of your hands on the opposite shoulders, further engaging the core and coordination. This isometric protocol for the upper limbs strengthens the wrist, elbow, and shoulder joints, helping to prevent repetitive strain injuries. Integrating the Superman and the isometric push-up into a balanced routine enhances overall functionality, as the body is worked globally, respecting muscle chains and promoting functional adaptations that transcend the training environment. To maximize results, a diet rich in complete proteins, antioxidants, and minerals is fundamental, including eggs, cold water fish, lean meats, legumes, and dark green vegetables provides amino acids and enzymatic cofactors for tissue repair and strengthening. Rest is equally vital. Anabolic hormones such as IGF-1 and growth hormone act preferentially during deep sleep, consolidating the structural gains initiated during exercise. It is recommended to get 7 to 8 hours of restorative sleep per night and allow at least 48 hours before intensely re-stimulating the same muscle regions. Foam roller myofascial release techniques and gentle posterior chain stretches complete the recovery cycle, relieving tension points and improving local circulation. Consistency in execution, combined with gradual progression of time and tension, is the key to developing isometric strength sustainably and safely. Continuing to challenge your body with small variations in position, grip, or support keeps the stimulus fresh and prevents performance plateaus. In just a few weeks, you'll notice substantial improvements in chest, shoulder, and core firmness, as well as a much stronger grip and remarkable forearm endurance. Finally, integrating these isometric techniques into a balanced routine of dynamic exercises, mobility, and balance ensures well-rounded functional development of the body. Every successful challenge stems from the union of precise technique, training discipline, and attention to nutrition and recovery. With this protocol, you'll not only strengthen muscles but also enhance neuromuscular coordination, posture, and overall health without needing machines or a gym. Now that you know the 5 powerful isometric exercises, the isometric plank for a strong core and aligned posture, the isometric squat for resilient legs and glutes, the Superman for lumbar stability and spinal mobility, the isometric push-up for power in the chest, shoulders and triceps, and the dead hang for robust grip and upper body strength. It's time to combine them strategically into a complete, efficient routine that transforms your conditioning in a balanced way. To start, select a training duration of 30 to 45 seconds for each exercise, respecting your limits, and progress gradually as your strength and endurance improve. One suggested structure is to perform 3 to 4 circuit sets, alternating each exercise with short 15 to 30-second breaks to promote active recovery without cooling down. For example, plank for 30 seconds, rest 20 seconds, then isometric squat for 30 seconds, another rest. Continue with Superman, then isometric push-up, and finish with dead hang. After completing the cycle, rest 60 seconds before starting again. Beyond order, it's essential to monitor your breathing pattern. Inhale rhythmically and controlled during the static phase of each exercise, avoiding breath holding and creating greater internal stability to maintain muscle contraction without compensation. If you feel any joint discomfort or neck and shoulder tension, adjust the support angle or slightly reduce execution time, always prioritizing correct technique over duration. Over the weeks, to maximize adaptations, vary the exercise sequence and introduce small changes such as plank with alternating arm lifts, isometric squat with feet closer or wider, single leg Superman, or dead hang with a narrower or wider grip, ensuring new stimuli and avoiding plateaus. To guarantee optimal recovery and sustain progress, a diet rich in high-quality proteins is indispensable. Include daily eggs, cold water fish like salmon, lean meats, legumes, and fermented dairy, supplying essential amino acids for muscle repair and hypertrophy. Micronutrients such as magnesium, zinc, and B-complex vitamins act as cofactors in protein synthesis and energy production pathways, while vitamin C is critical for collagen integrity in tendons and ligaments. Constant hydration maintains intramuscular volume and optimizes nerve impulse conduction necessary for coordination during isometrics. Sleep is another critical component of this process. During nighttime rest, anabolic hormones, including growth hormone and IGF-1, are released, consolidating the microadaptations initiated in training. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of restorative sleep per night in a dark, quiet environment, and include relaxation techniques before bed, such as diaphragmatic breathing or guided meditation, to reduce cortisol and optimize recovery. If you found this video useful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Comment, share, and start transforming your body today, regardless of age. Today is the best day to take the first step.